As you sit in your race car driving at hundreds of miles per hour, your heart pounding, you're spotting every apex, all of a sudden the radio switches on. You hear two words.
Box, box.
Until this point, everything has been up to you. But once you pull into the pit lane, the rest of your race is placed into the hands of your team. If they succeed, you can continue with the confidence you've maximized your opportunities. But if they fail, it could jeopardize your entire race weekend in a matter of seconds. Therefore, perfecting the art of the pit stop is integral not just in a series like Formula 1, but in any racing series across the world. But it's not as easy as it seems. The pit crew in F1 are an often overlooked part of the team. The fact of the matter is, their entire job revolves around them being on your TV screen for as little time as possible. But when they're at work, they have to execute one of the most precise and crucial roles during the race. And the thing is, it's not exactly easy to get to the extremely high level these guys perform at either. F1 actually has at some of its races these little pit stop challenges you can go and do. And you can watch people on TikTok who go with their friends or their family, bear in mind people that they've known chances are for a very long time. And you'll see that despite that, they struggle to be anywhere near coordinated enough to actually even change one wheel in an F1 period of time. So when you duplicate that to all four wheels across multiple members of the pit crew, you start to realize the insane level of team coordination and understanding that these fellas doing the pit stops have.
Javi, where is the tire?
The pit crew, in order to do this then, are insanely well trained, with most of them having a background initially in mechanics or engineering, which unfortunately writes me off as I can't do a maths problem containing more than 2 digits. But the pit crew need to be in good physical condition too, with the team members having a good core strength in order to handle the surprisingly heavy tires, and of course the front and rear jackmen who need to lift the car up. Obviously, they need quick reflexes to do the tasks completed, and they have to be able to do them in fractions of a second, which means good cardio and endurance is also important, because you're going to be having to do that, but likely in some races, multiple times throughout each session. And also think about qualifying, how many times people come into the pits. And often that's something that's overlooked, that the pit crew actually do need to be in good physical health, because at the end of the day, they are technically athletes, a part of the team just like the drivers. Even if you get all of these right, you can still mess up a pit stop so very easily, especially if your team is called Ferrari, apparently. And as we've seen over the entire sport's evolution as well, pit stops are just getting faster and faster. I mean, sure, that makes sense when you take into account that refueling got removed, and also the fact that equipment will keep getting better and better, but still there's times when things will go wrong, and normally that's for a reason. For example, when we see something like the tires missing, or people still rushing out of the garage to get their equipment, that usually means there's a preparation issue. So either the strategists haven't correctly informed the pit crew of what to do, or the driver has made the pit stop before the pit crew are ready. Other times you can have an issue with the pit crew themselves. As with any human, we are all capable of making mistakes, except apparently 2023 Max Verstappen, he sort of transcended all forms of reality, and sometimes pit crews get it wrong, like Haas's terrible blunder in Australia 2018. They had 2 loose wheel nuts that DNF'd both cars. Or hell, even the loose wheel nut going way back that gave Jenson Button his first win. So when that happens, you either provide more training, or you have to think about changing a member of the crew if there's no signs of improvement. The driver also plays a role in making sure the stop goes well, because as the driver, you actually need to stop in the exact right area of the box. This one's really important to the front jackman, who has been sent flying on more than one occasion. However, if the driver misses the mark by even a little bit and doesn't murder his front jackman, it can still cost seconds on a pit stop, which could be the matter between positions in the race. The glory, therefore, comes when you nail every aspect, when the driver pulls into the perfect slot, when the team become truly synchronized, and a pit stop takes place in as little time as possible. A moment that matters so much, yet can take shorter than it takes for me to say, subscribe. Like the video too if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!